It started with something so small, so seemingly innocent. It could have been overlooked, a crumpled receipt buried at the bottom of Olivia's purse. A receipt from a high-end restaurant downtown. Dated the same night. She told me she was stuck working late at the office. At first, I brushed it off. Maybe it was for lunch, maybe a client dinner. Who knows? But something about it felt off. The kind of off that twists in your gut and doesn't let go. Olivia and I have been married for 8 years. College sweethearts. She was my person, the woman I built a life around. We had the kind of relationship people admire from afar. A cozy house in the suburbs, 2 successful careers, a golden retriever named Max, and years of inside jokes and Sunday morning rituals. But that little scrap of paper shifted something inside me. I couldn't explain it, but I knew in that deep, primal way, that something was wrong. Over the next few weeks, I watched, not like a paranoid husband, but like someone who wanted to believe he was wrong and needed proof either way. I noticed her phone never left her side anymore. She'd smile at her screen and tilt it just out of my view. Her laugh had a new tone, brighter somehow, but detached from me. She started buying new clothes, expensive ones, dresses she hadn't worn in years. I asked about it. She said she just wanted to feel more confident again. But the lies stacked quietly one by one. And then came the night that sealed it. She told me she had a late meeting with a client, voice sweet, but a bit too rehearsed. Her eyes didn't meet mine. 10 minutes after she left, I grabbed my keys. I followed at a distance, heart pounding, hoping I was being crazy. She didn't drive to her office. She drove to a boutique hotel across town. I watched from the safety of my car as she stepped out, radiant in a red dress I'd never seen before. Form-fitting, elegant, seductive. A man waited by the entrance. Tall, clean-cut, confident. He leaned in, kissed her like he'd done it 100 times before. My heart stopped. I didn't confront her then. No rage-filled scene, no dramatic accusations. I sat still, stone-faced, letting the betrayal settle into my bones. If I was going to do this, I wasn't going to do it messy. I was going to do it right. The next morning, I called in sick. I hired a private investigator. Someone confirmed the truth I now couldn't ignore. Within days, I had everything. Photos, hotel bookings, dinner receipts, even a video of them laughing together in a parking garage like teenagers sneaking around behind the bleachers. His name was James, a marketing director at Olivia's firm. Married, 2 kids. I had all I needed, but I didn't go nuclear right away. I became a ghost in my own home, a man playing the role of doting husband, all while plotting quiet revenge. I learned everything I could about James. Social media gave me his routine, where he lived, where he worked, even what gym he went to, and that's when I found her, Melissa, his wife, a woman with tired eyes and 2 young kids who had no idea what storm was headed her way. She was my first move. I sent Melissa a package. Anonymous. Inside, a manila envelope thick with evidence. Photos of James and Olivia, hotel confirmations, the whole damn timeline. I slipped in a single note. You deserve the truth. That's it. No name. No warning. The fallout was immediate. Olivia didn't know yet, but at her office, rumors began. James was unraveling. Melissa kicked him out. His perfect little home shattered overnight. Word got around that he was crashing on a friend's couch, and the tension at work could be sliced with a knife. But I still wasn't done. I waited for the perfect moment. Her birthday. She had been oddly cheerful that whole day, more affectionate than she'd been in months, dropping little hints about surprise she had for me that night. Probably a guilt-soaked distraction wrapped in silk and perfume. I smiled, played along, all while preparing for the final blow. That evening, she came home beaming, holding a gift bag in her hand like everything was normal. She handed it to me, practically glowing. Inside was a sleek designer watch. Expensive, flashy, a peace offering masked as a celebration. I gave her a hug she didn't deserve and said, I have something for you too. She followed me into the living room where a small, elegant box sat on the coffee table. She opened it and gasped, a diamond necklace, delicate and stunning. "Oh my God, it's beautiful," she whispered, tears forming in her eyes. "Thank you, baby." "You're welcome," I said. "But before you put it on, there's something else I want you to see." I nodded toward the fireplace, where a neat stack of papers sat waiting. She walked over, picked them up, and the color drained from her face. Photos, receipts, hotel bookings, every lie she'd ever told me, captured and printed. "I know everything," I said, voice flat and cold. "Every time you left, every time you lied, every time you chose him." She stumbled for words. "It's not what it looks like. I can explain." "Don't," I cut in, "don't insult me with more lies." Just then the doorbell rang. Her eyes widened. "Who is that?" "Why don't you find out?" She opened the door, and there stood Melissa, fury in her eyes, James standing awkwardly behind her, looking like he wanted to disappear. Olivia's voice trembled. "What's going on?" Melissa stepped inside, voice sharp. "Your husband told me everything." "You and my husband? Months of lies? While we were both at home trusting you." James tried to speak, but Melissa shut him down instantly. "Save it. You've done enough." The next hour was chaos. Yelling, crying, accusations slicing through the room like knives. Melissa tore James apart, listing every promise he broke, every birthday missed, every lie told to their children. I let Olivia have it too, every moment of her betrayal, every stolen kiss, every selfish choice. When the dust finally settled, they stood there, James and Olivia, broken, ashamed, drenched in guilt. "You want forgiveness?" I said, voice like ice. "You'll get none from me." I turned to Olivia, the woman I once gave everything to. "We're done. I'm filing for divorce in the morning. You can keep the necklace. Consider a souvenir from the last lie you ever told me." And just like that, I walked away. Melissa followed. We didn't say much, but there was a quiet bond between us. Two people betrayed, now reclaiming their dignity. In the months that followed, my life changed. The divorce was quick and clean, thanks to the bulletproof evidence. Olivia tried to reach out, tried to beg, tried to apologize, but I blocked her from every direction. She had her chance. She set fire to it. As for James, he lost everything. His marriage, his kids, his job, gone. I made sure his employer saw what kind of man he really was. Last I heard, he was living alone in a cheap apartment. A shell of the man who once thought he could take everything from me and walk away unscathed. And Olivia? She got exactly what she earned. A life filled with echoes and regret, haunted by the memory of a man who loved her without limits, until she proved she was never worthy of it. So if you're still here listening, take this as a warning. Betrayal may feel like a game in the moment, but when the pieces fall, some of us play to end it. And if you like the story, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to tap the bell so you never miss what comes next.